बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। राधा रानी की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं भवमहा दावाग्निर्वापनम् श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणम् विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदम् पूर्णामृतास्वादनम् सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तनम्। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्भुं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। आदरणीय पूजनीय पंडित जी और अन्य पंडित, प्रिय सज्जनों, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, most worshipable Pandit or Pandits, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Also, very special Radhe Radhe pranam and welcome to the viewers on Bhakti TV. Many of you have been carried simulcast on Bhakti TV live. We can thank Pandit Satyananda Maharaj Ji and his team for bringing this program live to you. As you know, we have been delving into Bhakti, the path of Bhakti, of loving God, the most important path. We saw there are there's many paths, many types of Bhakti, devotion. 9 type, 10 type, 24 type, 36 type, etc. The most famous is Navadha Bhakti, ninefold devotion. Hiranyakashipu, the great demon, the ascension of Jai Vijay, placed his son Prahlad on his lap and said, Prahlad praharadanyuchatam tat swadhitam kinchuduttamam kale naitavatayushman yada shikshat gurur bhavan. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 7 Canto, 5th chapter, 22nd verse. Hiranyakashipu says, "O my dear son, Prahlad, you who will live very long, this very long life, you have learned so much important things from the Gurus. Tell me, which is the most important knowledge you have gained from them?" And Prahlad replied to Hiranyakashipu, his father, and said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakhyamatma Nivedanam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 7 Canto, 5th chapter, 23rd verse. Prahlad said, "My dear father, I consider the ninefold devotion, 9 forms of worship in Sri Krishna, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Sakhyam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam, to be the highest knowledge and the greatest knowledge I have attained from my Guru." Of course, he was referring to Naraji, whom he accepted as his Guru in the womb of his mother. Naraji gave all the knowledge to him inside the womb. Bhagwan Sri Ram also, after coming as promised by her Guru, Shabari was told by the Guru that when he was leaving, that the Lord will come one day and visit you. He's given his word, that promise to Shabari, and Shabari waited patiently on the Lord. Eventually the Lord came. After worshipping the Lord in the best way that she can and giving him what she considered to be the best, her jutan, the plums that she had tasted and found to be sweet, Bhagwan now said to Shabari, Navadha bhagati kahu tohi pahi savadhan sunu dharu man mahi. O Shabari, I'm now going to tell you about the greatest thing. Since you are such a devotee of mine and I love you so much, you're so dear to me, I'm going to tell you the greatest thing. Navadha Bhakti. Listen very carefully, be very alert, focus your mind on me alone and listen carefully, Shabari. We started listening to this. Prathama hi prathama bhagati santan kar sanga dusari rati mama katha prasanga. On the first night, we heard description of the first type and second type of devotion. First type, having the association of the true saint, the true guru. The greatness of association with the true saint is the first bhakti, very first, the most important. Second bhakti, having rati, love, that yearning, that love for listening to the divine pastimes, the divine leelas, the divine glories of the Supreme Lord. And then last night, Guru Pada Pankaj Seva, Tisari Bhakti Aman. We heard the third type of bhakti. The first and second type was also listed by Prahlad as Shravana Bhakti. The third type, Guru Pada Pankaj Seva, worshipping the lotus feet of the true Guru, the saint. Prahlad also outlined as Pada Sevanam. And we heard why. Because Guru, the true Guru, one who has attained the Shri Krishna, is Shri Krishna personified, Shri Krishna himself says. We went in detail. So tonight we'll go into fourth type, but before we do that, we'll chant the name of the Lord. Beautiful bhajan we'll do for a few minutes. So, in the booklets, turn to page 16. This beautiful kirtan written by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe. Chant the name of Shri Radha, Shri Krishna. Told you many times, Radha and Krishna are one and the same. Whether we chant Radhe Radhe or Krishna Krishna, it is the same. Even Shri Krishna is chanting Radhe Radhe. Gao chin chin naam Radhe, dhyao chin chin roop Radhe. The first line, chant the name Radhe Radhe. Every moment, chin chin. Our dhyao, not only chant but meditate on the form of Radha. Chant the name of Radha, chant the name of Krishna. Meditate on the divine form. Agati ki gati tu hi Radhe, he Radharani, he Shri Krishna. You give shelter to those who have no shelter. Toi taj kit jao, leaving you, where else can I go? There's nowhere else for me. Mangu bhukti na mukti. I don't have a desire for bhukti. Bhukti means worldly and heavenly pleasures, nor mukti, to merge into the formless aspect of Shri Krishna. Mangu tava pad prem. The only thing I beg for and ask for is selfless love for your lotus feet, He Radharani, He Shri Krishna. Abna choru pacha tera Radhe, pyar kare ya mare. Radharani, having fallen in love with you, Hey Shri Krishna, fallen in love and realizing that you are my ultimate aim in life, you're everything for me. I'm never going to leave you. I'm never going to leave you, whether you love me or you want to kill me. I will never leave. I'll keep running after you forever. Maya Bhashya Mai Tu Bhula Radhe. Because of Maya, I have forgotten myself, I have forgotten who I am, and so I have forgotten you too, Radharani Shri Krishna. How come you forgot me? Tune kahe bhulaya mohi Radhe. Ved jehi kaha Brahma so payo nahi tavo pad. The Vedas say that Shri Krishna is Supreme Brahm, the highest divine power, the most supreme. Krishno havai paramam daivatam. Gopal Tapani Upanishad, 3rd mantra. That same Brahm, Shri Krishna, he is trying to comprehend, understand who is Radharani, but he could not. So great is Radharani. We'll sing this. Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe
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 O gao chin chin नाम राधे
गाओ छिन छिन नाम राधे
ध्याओ छिन छिन रूप राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ध्याओ छिन छिन रूप राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
अगति की गति तू ही राधे
अगति की गति तू ही राधे
तो ही तजी कित जाऊं राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
अब न छोड़ू पाछा तेरा राधे
अब न छोड़ू पाछा तेरा राधे
ओ पाछा तेरा राधे
पाछा तेरा राधे
ओ अब न छोड़ू पाछा तेरा राधे
अब न छोड़ू पाछा तेरा राधे
प्यार करे या मारे मुही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
प्यार करे या मारे मोही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
माया वश में तो भूला राधे
माया वश में तो भूला राधे
तूने काहे भुलाया मुही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
तूने काहे भुलाया मोही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
असवर दे मोही राधे
असवर दे मोही राधे
तो सो कभू कछी नाही तो सो कभू कछु नाही मांगू श्री राधे राधे राधे
तो सुख दुख छु नाही मांगू श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ वेद जेहि कहा ब्रह्म सो
वेद जेहि कहा ब्रह्म सो
पायो नहीं तव पार राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
आयो नहीं तब पार राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Radhe,
oh Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
oh Radhe Radhe, Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe, Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Radhe,
oh Radhe Radhe, Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe, Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe,
oh गाओ छिन छिन नाम राधे,
गाओ छिन छिन नाम राधे,
ओ गाओ छिन छिन नाम राधे,
गाओ छिन छिन नाम राधे,
ओ ध्याओ छिन छिन रूप राधे, श्री राधे राधे राधे,
ध्याओ छिन छिन रूप राधे, श्री राधे राधे राधे,
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 श्री राधे राधे राधे,
श्री राधे राधे राधे,
श्री राधे राधे राधे,
श्री राधे राधे राधे,
ओ राधे राधे, श्री राधे राधे राधे,
राधे राधे, श्री राधे राधे राधे,
राधे राधे, श्री राधे राधे राधे,
राधे राधे, श्री राधे राधे राधे।
बोले राधा रानी की जय। As we delved into the fourth type of bhakti, Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to Shabari in the Doha, गुरु पद पंकज सेवा, तीसरी भक्ति अमान, हो रामा तीसरी भक्ति अमान, चौथी भगति ओ चौथी भगति मम गुण गन, करहि कपट तजी गान, सिया तजहि कपट तजी गान, सियावर रामचंद्र कर जय शरण,
शंकर हरि ओम, जय जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम।
गुरु पर पंकज सेवा, तीसरी भक्ति अमान. So as I mentioned, we discussed in detail last night, the third type of bhakti is to serve and worship the lotus feet of the true Guru, the saint. Number 4, Chauthi Bhagati Mama Gunagan Karai Kapat Tajigan. Bhagwan is saying to Shabari, the fourth type of devotion is chanting the names and qualities, etc. of the Supreme Lord without any deceitfulness, any chal kapat, any fraud, deceitfulness, etc. Chanting God's name is very important. What happens when we chant the name of God? I told you before, in the year 1486, in a place called Navadvip in India, a very special event took place on the full moon night in the month of Phagun. which is going to happen soon, next month, on the full moon night. Half February, half March, normally the month of Phagun, according to the Hindi calendar. The Supreme Lord, Sri Radha Krishna, descended in one form. That form was known as Lord Chaitanya, Gaurang Mahaprabhu. He did not leave much writing in that descension. Only 8 Sanskrit verses. 8 Sanskrit verses is called Shikshastak or Sikshatstakam. But in these 8 verses, there's nothing less. Everything we need to know in order to attain the ultimate aim of life is in these 8 verses, written by Gaurang Mahaprabhu. In one of the verses, he says, this verse I said in the opening Vandana, in my opening Vandana, Cheto darpan marjanam bhavamaha davag nirvapanam shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Gaurang Mahaprabhu, in this beautiful verse from Shikshastak, is telling what happens when we do Shri Krishna Sankirtan. What is Sankirtan? Naam Leela Gunadi na Muchhair Bhasha tu Kirtanam. Bhakti Samrit Sindhu. In the greatest book on Bhakti, the path of Bhakti, Rup Goswami tells us what is Sankirtan. Uchchair Bhasha, loud chanting of the name, qualities, pastimes, attributes, abodes, etc. of the Supreme Lord in a loud voice is called Sankirtan. Loud chanting. What happens when we chant the name of the Lord? Whether mentally or loudly. Mentally also will give benefit if it's done in the right way. Later on we'll hear about that. What happens? So in this very beautiful verse, Gaurang Mahaprabhu outlines what happens. Chetu darpana marjanam. Chetaha means the mind, the inner machinery, antahakaran, the mind. Cheta. Darpan, a mirror. And marjanam. You know, you have heard, I'm sure, manje bartan. Marjana means to wipe, to clean. Our mind, our heart is like a mirror. Not the one that goes boop, 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 boop. No. It's a house. In that there's a subtle sense organ called the heart, the mind. You can't see it. It is subtle. The feelings we get. Someone says something very nice to you or praise you and you feel very good. You're such a lovely person. You're so nice. You sing so nice. I feel good. or someone scolds you, abuses you, insults you, you are such a donkey, and you feel very bad. That feeling, we get that feeling, that is the mind, the heart. And that is compared to a mirror, a darpan. Uncountable lifetimes of wickedness, sin, impurities has covered that mirror of the mind. It's become very dirty. And we have to make it clean. The aim of all spirituality, no matter what you do spiritually, puja, yagna, gyan, yoga, bhakti, whatever you do, is to make the heart, the mind clean. Usko saaf karna. How are we going to make it clean? You know, look at puja, rituals. The very first mantra, the Panditji, when you're doing puja, he will give you some water in the hand, and then he will say this mantra, and then he'll tell you sprinkle it all over you, all over. What is the mantra? Apavitra pavitro va sarvasthangato piva yasmaret pundarikaksha sabahya bhyantara suchi. Padma Puran. Not Ved mantras, Padma Puran. What is the mantra saying? Apavitra pavitro va. Whether someone is pure, clean, they're unpure. Whether you have just taken a bath and put the cleanest clothes on, or you didn't bathe for a whole year. You wear clothes that is so dirty, never change it for a whole month. Apavitra pavitro va. Sarvasthangato piva. Wherever you are, whatever place you are, sthan means place. Whether you're in the mandir, in the home, in the house of God, worship, you're in the ram shop, in the bar, in the toilet, in the burial ground, wherever you are, Jahabi. Yasmaret Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha means the name for Sri Krishna. Yasmaret. Smaret means remember. The moment you think about Sri Krishna, you remember Sri Krishna. What happens? Sabahya bhyantara suchi. One becomes pure on the inside as well as the outside. Is there a third place to make pure? It is the first mantra. Just think about Sri Krishna. Meditate on Sri Krishna. So making the heart, the mind pure. So when we chant God's name, obviously think about whose name I'm taking. The heart, that mirror, the name of God will start, is so powerful. It is said in the scripture, there's no amount of sin anyone can commit that one name of Bhagwan cannot completely destroy. Ek naam. So much power the name of God has. Uncountable sin, it can burn to ashes. But there's a right way to take it and a wrong way. We'll hear. So it starts cleansing that mirror, that darpan of the mind. Bhavamaha davag nirvapanam. Mahabhava. Bhava means this material world. Bhavasagar, you've heard the word Bhavasagar, an ocean of Maya. Lust, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, bhava. That destroys all our peace, everything. A huge Mahabhava. Davagni, there's a huge fire. Davagni, that is burning inside of us. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred. When we take the name of Shri Krishna in the right way, it starts to quench. It's like there's a fire and you take the extinguisher and you it starts quenching, extinguishing that fire that is burning inside the heart and the mind. That Davagni of Mahabhava. What else happens? Shreyah Kaidava Chandrika Vitaranam. There's something called a lily. Two things. One is a lotus flower, Kamal ka phool, and one is a lily. In the daytime, the lotus flower blossoms, it opens. It loves the sun. The rays of the sun will strike and it will open and blossom. But when the same light of the sun strikes the lily, it withers. It can't take the heat. But in the night, when the beams of the moon, which is cooling, strikes the lily, it blossoms. It brings a cooling effect. So our heart is being compared to the lily of the heart. When we chant the name of Shri Krishna, Radha Krishna, it brings a cooling effect, like the moonbeams to the lily of our heart. The name of Shri Radha Krishna. Shreyah Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam. And true knowledge starts to sprout in the heart. True knowledge. When the heart starts purifying, knowledge will come. Two things happen automatically when you do bhakti. Bhakti ke do bete hai. Bhakti has two sons. Two sons. Those who have listened to Bhagavad, in the very beginning of Bhagavad, Bhakti had two sons and had become very old, very diseased and very sick in this Kali Yuga. So Bhakti has two sons. One is Gyan, true knowledge, and one is Vairagya, detachment. When one does Bhakti, not puja, not havan, not offering jal, when you do Bhakti, when you start loving God in the right way, practicing Bhakti in the right way, these two will come automatically. Knowledge, true, because the heart will start purifying. So true knowledge will start coming. Paida karte hai bhakti. Bhakti is a mother. She brings forth. This is her child. Knowledge will be born from bhakti as well as detachment, vairagya. Detachment from the material world. This happens automatically. So true knowledge. Anandam buddhivardhanam. Bhakti, anand means bliss, divine love, divine bliss. That will also start sprouting in the heart, increasing. As more you practice, the more you chant the name of the Lord and you practice true bhakti, the love will start increasing for God, for Shri Radha Krishna. Anandam buddhivardhanam. Then pratipadam purnamrita swadanam. Pratipadam. At every step in doing bhakti, pratipadam, every step, swadanam. Swad means taste. You start tasting what? Purnamritam, the true love of Radha Krishna, that Premanand. It's a high stage. It doesn't happen in the very beginning. But if you keep practicing and you start elevating, if you practice in the right way, what bhakti really means, taking the name of Shri Krishna in the right way, you will start tasting that supreme divine love bliss of Shri Radha Krishna. Sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate. And lastly, the verse is saying that divine love of Sri Krishna, which you're going to taste, it gains victory over all other types of spiritual attainment. All of this. There are many divine abodes. Every descension of God has their own divine abode. There's a river that divides this material world from the divine world. A divine river. So this material world comprises of Trilok, three types of regions: heavenly regions, Swarg, this material world, and Patal, the nether regions. So even the heaven is material, Mike. Beyond heaven, there is a river called Birja Nadi. Virja Nadi. It's a divine river. Maya cannot cross. Maya cannot go. Maya goes till heaven, till the highest heaven. It's all material, Mike, destructible. Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino juna mamu pichatu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Chapter 8 verse 16, Gita. Shri Krishna makes it clear. The highest heaven is Brahmalok, Satyalok. Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Jana, Tapah, Satya. 7 heaven, the highest one, Satyalok, the abode of Brahma. These are all destructible. There's a time limit. It's material. It's only for a certain length of time. And then it's finished. It's transient, non-lasting. And only upon attaining Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna says that we don't come back in this material world and suffer. Chapter 8 verse 16. So till the highest heaven, Satyalok, that's all Mayik, material, destructible. Beyond that, that river, Birja Nadi, divine. Maya, below that, everything material. Above that, everything divine. The first divine abode, the abode of the formless absolute Brahm. The Gyanis merge into that aspect of Sri Krishna. Higher than that, Vaikuntha, the abode of Mahavishnu. And then you have the rest, Shiva Lok, Durga Lok, Saket Lok, etc. Every descension has their own divine abode. And the highest divine abode is Golok, the abode of Shri Radha Krishna, the highest divine abode. So if that is the highest divine abode, then that love contained in the highest divine abode gains victory over every other type of divine spiritual attainment. Briefly, this could go on and on and on. So, this is what, in brief, I'm being very brief, happens when we chant the name of God. Chanting we hear is so important. We don't understand what does chanting do. In fact, we are told that this age we live in, you know what this age is, right? It's called Kali Yuga. First there is Satyug, then comes Treta Yuga, then comes Dwapar Yuga, then this age we live in called Kali Yuga. The moment Shri Krishna finished his divine pastime in the end of Dwapar Yuga, the moment he ascended to his divine abode, this age of Kali Yuga started. A little more than 520, 30 years ago. 5,230 years ago. This is how much Kali Yuga has gone. And how long is Kali Yuga? 432,000 years. This is how long Kali Yuga lasts for. In other words, we just started. You know, when you would read Ramayana, there's a section called the Kali Yuga Mahima in the Ramayana. People are scared to read it. because it exposes us, our foolishness. Everything it warns about what's happening in Kali Yuga, you will see it in the Kali Yuga Mahima that we are doing. Kagba Sundarji saw many Kali Yugas through the grace of Prabhu Shri Ram, and he's outlining to Guruji what happens in Kali Yuga. Very important section of Ramayana. So most of what's there we haven't even seen as yet. It's also described in Bhagavad Mahapuran, 12th Canto, etc. Many scriptures. So the other ages were the best. The Satyuga is the best age. Everything is mostly pure. All dharma and existence to the highest point. Dharma has 4 principles on which it stands. Char, pair. Four principles. Satya, truthfulness. Daya, compassion. Shauch, purity. Not just taking a bath. More important, pure thought. Shuddha vichar. And number 4, Dan, charity. These are the 4 principles on which Dharma stands. This was the greatest in Satyug, in all existence, in their glory. But then came Treta Yuga, it was also glory in a great amount. That was the age of the Lord came as Sri Ram. In Dwapar it got less. And in Kali Yuga, only one remains. Only one. Kalimala Ek Pradhan. In this dirty age of Kali Yuga, one dharma remains, that is Dan. Ye na ke na vididineu dan karai kalyan. Dan, charity. There's no such satya, there's no truthfulness. There's no daya, no compassion. And there's no shauch, purity in thought. Vichar. Very little. So, in the age of Satyug, certain things could be done. People live for, I told you, Prahalad. The Leela of Prahalad with Hiranyakashipu happened in the age of Satyug. But the Lord descended as Narsingh Bhagavan, half man, half lion. And Bhagavan told Prahalad to rule the whole world for one Manvantar. The age of one Manu. I told you 71 multiply by a Chatur Yug. The 4 yugs combined is equal to one Manvantar. 306,720,000 years. This is how long Prahalad ruled for. One Manvantar. So in that age, people lived very long. Everything was in the intellect was so powerful. The Guru would say the mantra once and the disciple will remember. Doesn't have to even repeat it. There's a Rishi by the name of Sushrut. Sushrut. The Guru will tell the mantra once and he remembered. Nowadays, you remember, you have to keep repeating 1,000 times and still you forget. You tell somebody something right now, hey, go and do this thing, call that person for me on the phone. Then 10 minutes after you ask, hey, did you call that person? Oh, I forgot. This is our condition in this Kali Yuga. Memory is very small, very, very small. Age is very limited. We are told 100 years. If you live 100 years, bhaiya, you 60 years, you say Jai Ho. Huh? Everything is so weak. No kind of strength. So what people could have done in Satyug and Treta Yuga and even up to Dwapar, impossible in Kali Yuga. And Bhagwan knew. He knows we cannot do it. You cannot do tapasya, you cannot do fasting, you cannot do all these things, yet I am going to do it. No, the rules govern it. You can't even do it. Hiranyakashipu, a Rakshas, stood on one toe, hands upraised, on the big toe of one of the feet, with hands upraised, for thousands of years, no water, no food, no air. You will stand up for a few, you forget even 1 second, you stand on one toe. Try it. Hands upraised. You might fall and break your neck or something. We're told you can't do it. Yet I'm going to do it. I don't care what Rishis and Munis could do it. I can do it too. After all, I'm the children of the Rishis and the Munis. So, Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us, Krite yadhyayato vishnum tretayam yajato makai dvapare paricharyayam kalau tadhari kirtanat. Bhagavad Mahapuran 12 canto 52nd verse. The Bhagavad is saying, that which is attained through great difficulty, even in the age of Satyug, through dhyan, meditation and Shri Krishna. In the age of Treta Yuga, through yagna, sacrificial worship to Shri Krishna. In the age of Dwapar Yuga, through puja, ritualistic worship to Shri Krishna, is easily attained doing kirtan. Kala desh nidherajan nasti he ko mahan gunah. Kale dosh nidherajan nasti he ko mahan gunah. The age of Kali Yuga has been told to be the worst of all the ages. The storehouse of all ills and evil. As I told you, just started and look what is happening already. Look, a few, those of us who are older, remember when you were growing up, you could leave the house open, everything open. No problem. Now you're building all the biggest gate and security, and still the thief come inside. And that's only in this Kali Yuga. And this is the beginning. Such an age we live in, and this is only the beginning. Yet, it has one redeeming factor. Bhagwan knows that bhaiya, ye log kuch kar hi nahi sakti. You can't do this anything. So he knows that. So he gave one redeeming factor that none of the other ages has. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Brajet. Bhagavad Mahapuran 12 canto 3rd chapter 51st verse. That in the age of Kali Yuga, even though it's the worst and the most evil and the worst of all the ages, yet one can become free from Maya and attain the ultimate aim of God realization simply by chanting the name of the Lord. Yet we don't want to do that. This chanting Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna. Shiv, Shiva, for simple people. Are bhaiya, Kag Basundaji is saying, he's telling Garuji, in the same Kalyug Mahima of the Ramayana,
कलियुग केवल हरि गुण गावत नर भावहि भव जय राम श्री राम
Kaliyuga Keval. The word Keval means only. Only. In the age of Kaliyug, this age we are living in, only Hari Gun Gaha, by chanting the divine glories of the Lord, His virtues. Pavahi Nara Bhavataha. We become free from this bhava sagar. Again the bhava come, the ocean of Maya. We can become, only one thing we can do in the Kalyug to become free from Maya. And that is chanting the glories and names, etc. of the Lord. Furthermore, he goes on to say again,
कलियुग केवल नाम आधारा सुमिरी सुमिरी नर उतरहु पारा जय राम श्री राम
Sumiri Sumiri Nara Uttarahu Para. And remembering the Lord again and again, taking the name, one can cross this ocean of Maya and attain the ultimate aim of life. The word only is being used. So what about the rest of things? What about the yoga and the jap and tapasya and the vrat and the fasting? Kag Basundaji talks about those also too. He tells about everything.
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
एहि कलिकालन साधन दूजा जोग न जप तप जप उपवासा बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम
बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम
बोलो राम
सिया राम जय जय राम.
Look, I'm not saying this, eh? You may say, this Swami, something wrong with him, he crack. I'm crack. Not crazy fella, but at the same time, I make it clear, I'm not saying this. This is what Kag Basundaji is saying to Garuji. Kag Basundaji has been blessed by the Lord to see So many, uncountable Kalyugs. And what he has seen in Kalyug, he is saying. He says, Ehi kalikalan sadhan duja. All this sadhan, this type of spiritual exercise, disciplines, doesn't work in the Kalyug. Not that you can try to do something, but all the rules and regulations governing it is impossible. Yoga. A lot of people are doing yoga today, nowadays, all over the world. It's a jokery. What yoga means and what we call yoga is two different, completely different things. Yoga means yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. That is yoga. Going in detail will take a few days. Each one, what yam means, what niyam means, what asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. In this 8, there's one called asan. What we call yoga today, and people practice and they think they're doing everything, and they make it's a big thing in the West and all over, in India also, is actually yogasan. Asan. What is the asan limb of yoga is what is called yoga. Physical exercise. To keep the body fit. Not the soul. Has nothing to do with soul, with the mind, with the atma. Body. Body is important. Tana binu bhajana veda nahi varna. It's important to keep the body healthy. Even in the spirituality, we have a science called Ayurveda. The rishis and munis have taught us the right kind of food to eat and the type of food for which season, when to eat, what to eat, how much. Nobody is listening. We eat what our mind, what our tongue says. That's it. And then, deep fry, spice up, kill all the vitamins and all the protein and mineral until it doesn't become crisp like biscuit. I mentioned once they heard that Swamiji likes Karaila. You call it Karaili. Karaila is the correct name. Karaili is maybe a little one. So they heard that Swamiji likes Karaila. I'm going to cook Karaila for you, Swamiji. Bhaiya, I said, okay. Theek hai, acha hai. So I saw this girl, she started cutting the Karaila. You had to cut it wrong, right? And then I saw she took so much salt and threw. I say, hey, Bhagwan, you going to cook it like that? No. I'm not going to cook it yet. She put it out for a little while. And then, of course, with the salt, it starts water starts coming out. I said, okay, maybe she's taking the water. Then she starts to wring. Hey, what are you doing now? Started to wring this Karaila. I say, hey, Bhagwan. And then she took that now and fried it. You could just break it like a biscuit. And she said, oh, this is the most delicious Karaila you have ever eaten. Okay. How is it tasting? I really can't tell you. You have destroyed it. You kya kha rahe? What are you eating now? Everything that Karaila is very good, but what it has, you took it out. You took it out. You destroyed it. We have to cook, deep fry it until it burns. We destroy. Eat healthy. You want to be healthy, you want to be fit, just steam the vegetable. You put the Karaila, just cut it up like that and just pass it 2 minutes in the oil a little bit. Eat it is the best thing. Don't cook and fry too much. But how I wouldn't go wrong, bhaiya. I have to take a stick and push it. You know, we have always grown up eating white flour, right? In India we call it maida. Nobody will eat it. Right? There's two kinds, maida and atta. So maida is the bleach. You know what bleach flour mean? It is actually bleached. You take everything out and bleach it to look white. The rice, the sugar, the flour, all bleached. Take everything out. Which has been proven to be extremely unhealthy. Yet people have gotten such a taste for this. So you say, okay, now eat the atta, the whole wheat flour. It's available. We grew up eating what is called lagoon rice. Today it's called brown rice. Not the parboil. I ask people for brown rice. And especially Trinidadians and Guyanese, they bring parboiled rice. I say, bhaiya, that's not brown rice. Brown rice means the rice that you haven't polished. You haven't bleached as yet. I can't eat it, boy. I can't eat this whole wheat flour. It doesn't taste good. But people say they would not eat it. No matter how much you tell them that this white flour, this white sugar, there's poison in this thing. Bleach is what you wash clothes with. It's bleached. And bone and all kinds of things are used. You're a vegetarian. We don't understand. Poison. And then we wonder why we're getting cancer and this disease and that disease. And because we're eating unhealthy. Or tongue, what the tongue say, that's how we're going to eat. So health is important. So doing the yoga asana is good to keep the body fit. We should exercise, do some kind of exercise. But that's not everything. Before asana, yam niyam. Complete control over the mind. The essence of yam niyam is complete control over the mind. Then asana. And who can control the mind? Arjuna is saying, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavaddhidham tasyaham nikaham manye vayudiva sudushkaram. Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna, control the mind, control the mind. Arjuna says, Maharaj, hey Krishna, how to control this mind? It is so strong, turbulent and unyielding. It's more difficult to control the mind than it is to control the wind. And you just fold your foot and put your foot behind your head and do some and you control the mind. That is nonsense. And the Yoga Rishi and Yoga Dev and Yoga Rishi and we don't know. So you can't do yoga. Yoga na japa tapa. Jap. Even doing names on the bead. There are rules and regulations. Tap, austerities. It's impossible. Brat, fasting. The Panditji says to the Yajman, he's going to do puja. And he's not vegetarian, etc. So he says you have to fast. How long, Panditji? 21 days. 21 days. When we eat anything, it takes at least 21 days to go through. The human body, the intestine is so long. That's why certain kind of food, poison kills you. We were not created to keep that. The animals that eat meat, lion, etc., the intestine is very short. 1 or 2 days it comes out. Human beings, it stays long in there. Very long. It wasn't created, we weren't created like that. Panditji, 21 days, man, how can I live like that? And even if you do it, your mind is centered on that thing all the time. You're just waiting for the puja to finish that you can. Some people have a big party afterwards. As soon as the puja is finished. And then you say, Panditji, man, 1 day, not 2 days. Panditji say, Acha, bhaiya, do it. It's very difficult. That's nothing. There's much more than that. The mind, the way the mind has to be kept. You have to keep away from the wife, keep away from the husband. The mind, greed, anger, jealousy, all these things should not come in the mind. But it's not only physical, it's also mental. You should keep chanting the name of the Lord. So many rules. The word for brat in Sanskrit is upavas. Upavas. Vas means that place, the thing. In other words, God. Upa means which takes you close to that thing. Upavas, that action which takes you close to God. Just keeping away from food is not going to take you close to God. If your mind is centered on God, you keep away from the anger, the jealousy, the lust. So, upavas has a big meaning. Makh, Havan, puja. These things, Kag Basundaji is saying to Guruji about Kali Yuga.
कलि युग जोगन यज्ञ ज्ञाना एक आधार राम गुण गाना बोल राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 बोलो राम 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 राजा
कलि युग जोगन यज्ञ ज्ञाना एक आधार राम गुण गाना बोल राम राम
राम राजा राम 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 बोलो राम 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 राजा
Kag Basundaji again says, Kali Yuga Yoga na Jagya Jnana. In the age of Kali Yuga, these three we cannot do. One cannot do yoga, I went in detail. I already spoke about it. Yagna, Dharma. The rules and regulations in Bhagavad Mahapuran, Dharma Sampadyate Shadabhi Radharmastu Viparyayaha. 11 canto, 21st chapter, 15 verse. Bhagavad Mahapuran. There are 6 conditions. Shadabhi, to perform a yagna, havan. And all impossible in Kali Yuga. 6. Desh, Kal, Padarth, Karta, Mantra, Vidhi. Desh, the place, Sthan, that you're going to do this yag, this havan. Where are you going to do it? Anywhere, in my house, in mandir? No, there are rules. The place that yagna, that havan you're going to do, nothing wrong should ever be done there. Nothing, ever. Are bhaiya, this is Kali Yuga. How many times, whatever has been done, you have no idea how many murders maybe have been committed there. Today there's a mandir standing. What was there before? In different ages. Desh, Kal, the auspicious, the Muhurt has to be set perfectly. There's something called Muhurt, auspicious time. And this, any astrologer will tell you, in the age of Kali Yuga, there's so much pollution, it's very difficult. Padarth, the material, the wealth we use to perform that yajna, that havan, has to be pure. Shuklam yad dravyam tasmad yagyamiritam. Ved. The Vedas say shuklam yad dravyam. The dravya has to be shukla, means pure. What does pure dravya mean? I'll go through briefly. I told you before, just a reminder. Supposing someone is working for the government. You're supposed to work 8 hours a day. You work honestly for the 8 hours. You don't try to steal a little bit here, take a break here, there. No. Honestly, you work hard 8 hours. Every day. When you get the pay, either every fortnight, every month, every week, you get the pay. The amount of income tax you have to give the government, honestly you give. You don't try to cheat there also. Honestly you give all you're supposed to give. Honestly. Now from what remain, you take 10% and give in charity. It's called Dashansh. In Manusmriti, especially in other scriptures, we are told that we are supposed to give 10% of our earning in charity. It's called Dashansh. If you don't, it's a big sin. This is a debt we owe to God. A rin. After all of that, what remains now? If you do all of that correctly, then this is now Shuddh Padarth. That wealth is pure. You can use it for the yajna. In this Kali Yuga, Bhaiya, who is doing? We've been trying to cheat a little bit here, cheat a little bit there, everywhere. And even the samagri, there's so much mixture in this Kali Yuga. Nothing is pure. You get a bottle and it's written Ganga Jal. You have any idea where it came from? Huh? Anybody could fill anything and write Ganga Jal. Even forget that. There are other things in the samagri. A lot of things are mixed. Don't worry. A lot of mixture. I live in India long time. A lot of mixture. It's business. How much more profit you can make. So Padarth. Number 4, Karta. The priest, the Purohit, the one who is performing the yajna, has to have a perfect knowledge of Sanskrit. Shuddh Ucharan. Perfect knowledge, and has to be completely unselfish. Hey Bhagwan, you're talking about a saint? Karta. Number 5, mantra. The mantra used in yajna, Vedic mantra used, Ved mantras. If there's the slightest mistake in the pronunciation of one swar, not letter, swar, there's something called swar and there's something called akshar. Akshar, the letter. A, I, U, this is akshar. Swar means intonation of the voice. There are certain hand movements you make, certain intonation of the voice. That's called swar. If there's a mistake in the swar, the whole meaning changes. And instead of getting gain, benefit, you can end up getting loss, harm. This is a katha in the Ved. Dushta shabda swarato varnato va.
मिथ्या प्रयुक्तो नथम अर्थमाह सवाग वज्रम यजमानम हिनस्ति यथेन्द्र शत्रु स्वरतो पराधात. Ved. Once a Rakshas, Vitrasur, Vitra, he caught hold of some rishis and munis and forced them to perform a yagna. He forced them. So the Purohits, the priests, were the rishis and munis. Now in this Havan, this yagna, there was a mantra. Indra Shatur Vivardhasva. The meaning of this mantra, let Indra be destroyed. Let him die. He wanted to kill Indra. Now, this Rakshas did not know Sanskrit. And the rishis and munis who he was forced to perform this yagna, this havan, they worship Indra. So they change one swar. The words remain the same. Indra Shatur Vivardhasva. Indra Shatur Vivardhasva. Sound the same, right? Same words. But in one, the beginning went Indra and the second Indra. That's all. And the whole meaning changed. And the meaning was now, let Indra be victorious. And that Rakshas was killed. While dying, the Rakshas said, hey Vishnu, you're called Bhagavan. Vishnu says, yes. This is anyay and injustice. I perform a yagna for Indra to be killed and I am being killed. Bhagavan said, Bhaiya, this is your Purohits, your priests. They made a mistake in the mantra. But they should be punished. No, Jajmanas hinasyati. Jajman, the Jajman gets harmed. The one who is having the yag performed, the Jajman, he gets harmed. He's your priest. So mantra. And number 6, Vidhi. There are rules and regulations in the Vedas when it comes to performing karmakan, rituals. It has to be followed to the letter. Everything precisely. Now to fulfill even one of this is impossible, almost impossible in Kali Yuga. And you have to do all 6. Then you'll get the fruit, the benefit. And if you do it, in Kali Yuga is impossible. If you do it, what are you going to get? Swarg, heaven. The performance of yagna, the highest, the most you can attain is heaven, Swarg. And we are told in the Vedas, Ishta purtam manamana varishtham nanya chreyo vedayante pramudha nakasya prishtete sukutena bhutamyam lokam hitanam vavishanti. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 10th mantra. The Vedas say people who plan to go to heaven, who want to go to heaven and perform action to go to heaven, they're not only foolish, but pramudha, they're the greatest fool, because there is nothing in heaven. There's no true happiness. The aim is to go to Shri Krishna, God realization. Not heaven. Heaven is still Maya. You're going to go, enjoy for a little while, and then come back here and suffer. So you can't, and then you can't, but so Kali Yuga Jogana Jagya Jnana, the path of Gyan. A lot of people following Shankaracharya and they want to do path of Gyan. Bhaiya, not in Kali Yuga. Kshurasya dhara nishita dhuratyaya Kathopanishad. The Vedas say the path of Gyan is so difficult, it's like walking on the sharp edge of a sword. In the Ramayana, ज्ञान पंथ कृपान है धारा, परत न कर खगेश के पारा। जय राम श्री राम,
जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
ज्ञान पंथ कृपान कै धारा। Kagbasundji saying to Guruji that the path of Gyan is like walking on the sharp edge of a sword, Kripan. Kahat kathin samujhat kathin, sadhan kathin vivek. To speak about it, kahat kathin, the path of Gyan is extremely difficult. Who is God? You can't say. What does God look like? You can't say. What does he? How to find God? You can't say. Neti, neti, neti. Anirvachaniyam, anirvachaniyam, anirvachaniyam. But what you're going to do? You can't even speak about it. To make someone understand more difficult, and to do it, forget it. And someone does it in the age of Kali Yuga is impossible, but if someone can do, the most he can attain is Atma Gyan, self-realization. I've told you in the past that Gyani falls again and again. Because he's only gotten rid of one Maya, Avidya Maya. As long as that Jnani is in Samadhi, he is safe. The moment he opens his eyes, Vidya Maya is going to take hold and he's going to fall. So, Kali Yuga Yoga na Jagya Jnana. So what to do? You cannot do Yoga, you cannot do Jnana, you cannot do Yagya, you cannot do... What to do, bhaiya? Ek Aadhar Ram Gunagan. One thing only. And this is Kali Yuga. Chant the name of the Lord. Chant the name with love, with devotion. To chauti bhagati mama gun gana kapat taji karai kapat tajigyan. Chant the name but give up all kapat. Don't chant that I want to show I'm the best singer. That I can... people, they have done a lifelong, they have made their aim to study very hard and become a good singer. So to get that person to sing, you have to pay so much money. Huh? He spent so many years practicing, and this was his aim, to be the best singer. But for why? Not to go to Bhagavan, to make money. So you want to have a fundraiser, you want to do something, sell plenty tickets, so you get such a singer. When it comes to bhakti, no bhaiya. It has to be with a simple heart, soft heart. Bhagwan Shri Ram says to the residents of Ayodhya in the Ramayana, सरल स्वभाव नमन कुटिलाई, सरल स्वभाव नमन कुटिलाई यथा लाभ संतोष सदाई। बोलो जय राम श्री राम
जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। सरल स्वभाव, सरल means simple, naive. You know, you see somebody and you say that fella is so stupid, he's so foolish, a simpleton. That's the kind of people Bhagavan likes. Really? That's the kind. When you think you're too smart, it's very hard to go to Bhagavan, Raya. The Bhagavad says either the really foolish person, the truly foolish, or the truly knowledgeable person can attain God. And the one in the middle, big trouble. And that's where most of us comes. No, truly foolish because he doesn't have any pride that I know anything. It's easy for him to believe. I can believe the foolish thing or the wrong thing also, but it's easy for him to believe. And the truly wise has attained the knowledge that I know nothing. That I cannot understand or know God. But those of us who think we know, I know this and I know that, read a little bit here, read a little, oh, big trouble. Sarala swabhav, naman kutilai. This heart, the swabhav, the mind has to be very simple, very straight, very soft, naive. There should not be any kutilai. Kutilai means crookedness. You know, like a tail of a dog, you keep straightening. You keep coming back. Bhakti can straighten everything. If you do bhakti, don't think you'll be crooked all the time. Who was more crooked than Valmiki and what bhakti did? Bhakti has the power to fix everything. You see, because if we are crooked, first we'll be crooked with the world and then we're going to be crooked with God and Guru also. Everywhere with crookedness will go. So the heart has to be made very... When it comes to Bhagavan, when it comes to the true Guru, there should not be any acting. My Guru used to say, Bano Thano Mat. When you're going to Bhagavan, you're going before Guru, they already know. Why are you trying to act that you are something else? They already know. They might not tell you. Guru wouldn't say it because if he tell you, you're going to get moved off. You run away. The little things we get moved off for. Doesn't mean he doesn't know. This is God is all-knowing, all-seeing. The true Guru is also all-knowing, all-seeing. So don't go there and act. What you are, He knows. Be what you are. He knows we are fallen, we are sinful. And we can fix it through bhakti. If we follow His instruction, do what He tells us, everything can be fixed. So, chanting the name of the Lord. In the bhajan I just sang, I left a couple lines out. Page 16, I think. I left a couple lines out. Chanting the name of the Lord. So I left a couple lines out. Jaki padaraj chahat hari har sohu chawa padaraj radhe. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, they want to get the foot dust of Shri Krishna. The Supreme. They worship Shri Krishna. He's the Supreme Lord. That same Shri Krishna wants to get the foot dust of Radharani. Hamari or na heru Radhe, apani or niharu meri Radhe. O Radharani, I am such a sinner, a fallen. If you look at me, what you're going to see? Dirtiness, bad, sinful. Don't look at me. Look at yourself, that you are causelessly merciful. You're the one who showers your grace, your mercy without any reason, any cause. Look at your nature and shower your grace on me, in other words. मोह सो को याचक नहीं राधे, तो सो अवधर दानी नहीं. There's no greater beggar than me, Yachak or Radha Rani, and there's no greater Dani. Your Avadhar Dani means one who can never exhaust, inexhaustible, given. Mera bal tera naam radhe, kau din ana hoga to hi radhe. I don't have any strength, I don't have intellect, buddhi, my mind, my intellect, my memory is very weak, I have very limited in age, I have very limited in my bhakti, I am limited in everything, in strength, everything. But I have one thing that is very strong. One strength a devotee has, the name of the Lord. That if I keep with the faith that you are in the name, if I have the faith and I love you with that you are in the name, then one day you will certainly have to come, Radharani. You will have to come. That's the strength a devotee have, the name of the Lord. Ha kripalu kuput jagat bahu, ha kumata na jagahu. The last line Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, there are a lot of bad children in the world. A child can be very bad, but I've never heard there's a bad mother. You're my mother, Radharani. Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe
O Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Radhe
Jaki Pad Raj चाहत हरि हर
जाकी पद रज चाहत हरि हर
सो चाहतव पद रज राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
सो चाहतव पद रज राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
हमारी ओर न हेरो राधे
हमारी ओर न हेरो राधे
अपनी ओर निहारो मेरी राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
अपनी ओर निहारो मेरी राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
मोसो को याचक नहीं राधे
मोसो को याचक नहीं राधे
तो सो अवधर दानी नहीं राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
तो सो अवधर दानी नहीं राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
मेरा बल तेरा नाम राधे
मेरा बल तेरा नाम राधे
काऊ दिन आना होगा तो ही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
काऊ दिन आना होगा तो ही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ हो कृपालु कुपूत जगत बहू
ओ कृपालु कुपूत जगत बहू
हो कुमाता न जगहू राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
कुमाता न जगहू राधे श्री राधे 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 राधे
श्री राधे राधे राधे
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 राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
मेरा बल तेरा नाम राधे
मेरा बल तेरा नाम राधे
ओ काऊ बिना ना होगा तो ही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
काऊ दिन आना होगा तो ही राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
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 राधे राधे
ओ श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
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 We'll bring this course to the end tonight here, devotees, and we'll continue from here next time. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, श्री राधा रानी की जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय